right, guys. Alright guys, it is officially February, and February is my favorite month. Why, do you ask? Let me tell you. Because February is my birthday month. Yes, so my birthday is February 19th. Shout out and happy birthday to everyone born in February, from the 1st to the, I think we get a leap year this year, so even all the way to the 29th, and yes, they do exist. Today I'm going to go from this to this. For those of you who are new, my name is Lay. Hello, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you guys so much. I'm really trying to grow this year. For some reason, I really feel like women of color, it is so hard for us to get ahead. Like, comment down below if you think I am lying or if you agree. Like, I feel like a discussion needs to be had, because I feel like YouTube don't push my shit. It just don't. Anyways, we're gonna move past that, and I'm just going to do what I love to do the most, and that is makeup. Today's look is going to be pretty dramatic. I'm going to be using hold on. So I'm going to be using my 35B palette. This is a Morphe palette that they no longer have available, but you can use the James Charles palette. You can, but you know, some people have this palette and don't want to fork out 40 bucks for another palette. So if you have the 35B, you can follow along. A lot of these shades do work. Fun fact, for February, I always wear purple shadow on my birthday. So we're gonna go for that. And I wanted to kind of show you guys where I got my inspiration from. Okay, so the look I'm going for is this look right here. I will have it pop up on the screen, but this is the look that I'm going for. So we got some pink, we got some purple. Her glitter looks a lot more fine than the glitter that I have, but I'm gonna make it work. And yes, she has like a sharp line, so we are gonna use tape today. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so I did my brows and one eye off camera. I also moisturized. I used my Leiydbeauty Rose Face Milk, and you can get this off of the ColourPop website. It's a great moisturizer for underneath your makeup, in my opinion, because it's very lightweight. So if you are the type of person to wear a heavy or full coverage foundation, it won't feel like you have too much on. So now, before I do my other eye, I'm going to start off by priming. I am using the Professionals Matte Rescue Primer. This is just a primer to help keep my oils at bay, because I am wearing a full coverage foundation. I'm actually combining two foundations together today to create my perfect foundation. And if you're a makeup artist, or if you've ever worked at like Sephora or anything like that, this is just a thing. Like, you mix your foundation to get your perfect foundation. So I'm just primarily focusing this on the center of my face. So now I'm going to bring you in a little bit closer, and I'm going to start on my eyes. When I did this look, I did my brows off camera. For my brows, I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. This is in the shade Chocolate, and that's what I use to do my brows. I think I'm starting to get the hang of how I'm liking my brows right now. In my lids, I'm using the P. Louise base in Rumor Zero because I want a white base, mostly because we're working with color. The thing about working with color sometimes, though, it might stain your eyes. So keep that in mind when you're working with shades, especially colors like red, pink, even purple, because purple has like red dye in it. So now I'm going to take my Zoeva 142 concealer buffer brush, and I'm going to pat this primer in. You don't have to worry about getting it on your lid, because I am going to be cutting the crease. Therefore, it doesn't have to be like on the lid, because then you're just like layering too much in that area, and you can be prone to creasing, I've noticed. Make sure you bring that primer out if you're going to be like doing some sort of wing, and I'm actually blending that into my brow bone highlight, which is the P. Louise base in Rumor number 5. Now I'm going to have these shades up on the screen. The first shade I'm going to go in with is this hot pink color, and I'm going to be using a tapered blending brush by Sigma. This is the E35. I'm taking that color and I'm pretty much working it starting in the middle, and I'm going to be working it from the inner corner to the outer corner in circular and windshield wiper motions, a combination of the two. This will just help give me a nice even blend. Make sure that you are, counting or taking into account your lid space. So depending on how many colors you want to do, you need to make sure that you're leaving enough space for the next color. I actually like to bring my colors pretty close to my brows because I like for them to fade upwards. Another thing to help you get that sharp line is to take a piece of tape. This is actually tape that I got from Five Below. It's like their little cute little glitter tape. And I like tape like this just because it's fun. So what I do is I angle it from my lower lash line and I bring it up to where my brow ends. And you kind of want to look forward into the mirror so that you can kind of get a good gist for where those colors are going to be. This will just help you get that sharpness. And you can always blend it out even more if you don't want it to be too sharp. I don't really mind that much. Now that I have that hot pink blended, I'm taking a Sigma E25 brush. This is a more tapered blending brush, and I'm going in with like this lavender purple, which is going to be my transition from the pink to the purple. And I'm going to do small circular motions and just place that in the crease area. You're not going to bring this color as high as you did the other. This color is purely just to help the pink and the purple blend together. So now with the Morphe M507 brush, it's like a tapered blending brush. It has a little point at the top so it can really get into your crease area. And I'm going in with this great purple shade. And then this is going to be the deepest color in my crease. Now a good tip when you're blending is to go back and forth with the colors so that you can have an even blend and just so that there's no like harsh, there's no harsh line in the color change between the purple and the pink. So I do go back in with that purpley shade and I blend that in, and then I really want that hot pink to be hot pink, not purpley. So I am going to take the smallest amount on my fluffy brush and blend that in. Okay. So at this point is when you can cut the crease. You guys know I don't have anything on my lid, so I don't have to clean anything up. So I'm taking the P. Louise base in Rumor Zero, and I'm going to cut my crease. This ought to be fun. What I'm doing is I'm taking my flat concealer brush and I'm pressing the concealer into my eyelid, and that's going to create the crease. Just want to do that slowly all the way across. Ooh, this takes concentration. So I gotta bring my mirror kind of close. So once I've got the gist of it, I'm going to take what's on the brush and wipe it off. And then I'm going to pat the rest of it down. So now that you have done your crease, you might notice that the purple is gone. So I'm just taking my M507 brush and I'm putting that purple back. But again, you don't want to lose that pink. And now just to intensify it a little bit, I'm taking this Wet n Wild brush and a little bit of this like deeper purple, and I'm literally tracing over the line very gently over that line so that it gives you a nice distinct cut crease. And you want to go very gently. And if you get some on the cut crease, that's okay. You can just take more of your base and get rid of it. Okay, so now I'm taking this flat, I guess it's an eyeshadow brush. It came in one of my Urban Decays, and I'm going in with any pink shade and I'm going to place that all over the lid. The pink shade really doesn't matter. You're going to cover it with glitter. Now it's time for the glitter. I'm going to be using my glitter primer by NYX to apply the glitter. I'm also going to seal the glitter by using my NYX Multitasking Mixing Medium. That's what I put on top. And then you guys know my glitter is always, and I think it might always be, I'm rambling. I do have other glitter, but. So if you've watched any of my glitter videos before or videos where I've used glitter, you guys know what I like to do is pat the glitter primer in on my lid and then go in with the loose glitter. I like using loose glitter better than the ones in the pots just because I feel like I can get more range, if that makes sense. So I'm starting on the inside and working my way out. As I add primer, I'm gonna add glitter. Now glitter is a pain in the ass to get off. So I know a lot of people don't like glitter, and if you don't like glitter, you can just use a shimmer shade. But I absolutely... I don't know. I just like the way it looks. I like it shiny. Okay, so now that I've gotten my glitter on, I'm going to smoke out this eyeshadow. So on the sides, I'm going to take the black that is in this palette. I'm going to take that same Morphe M507 brush, and I'm going to do small circular motions on the outer corner to give me a nice smoky look. And then I'm going to take the grape purple and blend that out. You're pretty much like creating an outer wing almost. And then you want to blend it into that glitter. Then I'm going to take a little bit of that grape purple and blend out the edges of that. And this just helps everything be cohesive. For liner, I'm using the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. And I'm just using this to tight line my lash line for lashes. Now for my mascara, I'm going in with the CoverGirl and Katy Perry mascara. This is in the shade Black. It's not as black as I would like it to be. And then for lashes, I'm going in with these Eden Rose lashes that I got off of Instagram. Not off of Instagram. I got this from an Instagram seller, which is Shop Eden Rose, or Eden Rose, I guess that's the name. And these are in the style Drama Queen. But first, the reveal. Ooh. Yes. Okay, for time's sake, I'm going to go ahead and do my under eye, but to start, I'm going to use the CoverGirl concealer. This is the Trublend concealer in the shade Golden Caramel, and this just helps, like, sometimes I color correct and then sometimes I do this. I'm taking this, I'm doing 3 little dots, and then I'm going to take my Juno sponge and I'm going to blend it out. Doing it this way just makes it so that I use less product. Now another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that concealer brush and a little bit of that P. Louise white base, and I'm going to prime my lower lash line. Now I know it looks a little ridiculous now, but you can see it comes together. So I'm taking my Essence Long Lasting eyeliner, and this is in the shade Black Fever, and I'm going to tight line my lower lash line, and that's going to serve as my base for the purple. Okay, so to smudge underneath my eyes, I'm taking that grape color and I'm going in with a Morphe M508 brush, and I'm just going to smudge that under where the black is. And then I'm going to take a Morphe M213 brush, go in with that hot pink and blend that out. And now I can go ahead and move on to my face. So my face has already been primed, and now I can go ahead and get ready for foundation. At this point, you can also add your under eye mascara. Like I said, I was using the CoverGirl and Katy Perry eye, and I used my little Physicians formula. Then we can move on to face. So for my little face concoction, I'm going in with the Lancome Teint Idole 24-hour extended makeup, and this is in the shade 420 Bisque. And then I'm also going to be mixing that with my NARS. Okay, this is my NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and this is in the shade Syracuse, which is the only shade I ever buy out of NARS. Make sure you shake this because it can go really, really wrong. So I'm using a Zoeva 107 Skin Finish brush, and I'm going to add my foundation. And I don't tend to put a lot of foundation on my forehead, just because I feel like, you know, with bronzer and everything, it's not necessary. So now, just to help blend everything together, I'm going back in with my Juno sponge, which is actually starting to dry out. So I'm just going to take some of my setting spray and dampen that up a little bit. Oh, that Glam Glow setting spray smells so good. And I'm just going to be pushing that product into my skin. Okay. So I am going to cream contour. I'm using the Fenty Beauty Matte Matchsticks, and this is in the shade Truffle. And I'm taking a Luxie 504 large angled brush to blend that out. For underneath my eyes, I do want to highlight it a little bit since I did use a concealer that was really light, and I'm just going to use a very little bit of this Makeup Forever Ultra HD concealer in the shade Y31. So at this point, you can go ahead and add your powder to set underneath your eyes and your face powder. I'm going to be using this Bare Minerals face powder. This is a Touch Up Veil powder in the shade Tinted. Doesn't really have much color to it. It's just to set the rest of my face. And I'm just going to be patting that in using this e.l.f. 101 brush. This powder gives no additional shine or coverage to the skin. It's a touch-up powder, but I like it to set my face. Now at this point, you can set underneath your eyes. I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty banana bread powder. So I'm taking this Real Technique brush and I'm literally just patting it in. I have very dry under eyes, so I don't see the point in baking. I do sometimes bake around my nose, but that's about as far as I go. So I am going to put a little bit of this in here because I am going to contour my nose. Is nose contouring necessary? No. Am I going to do it? Yeah. Nose is snatched. So now that face is done, nose is snatched, I'm going to go ahead and move on to blush and bronzer and highlight. For bronzer, I'm going in with my Guerlain bronzer. This is in Terrecota. I believe that's shade number 5. Okay, so I will be using a Zoeva 126 Cheek. It's called a Cheek Finish. And I'm going in with that Guerlain bronzer, and I'm doing small circular motions on my cheeks to add that color. Okay, for blush, I'm using this Mikasa F111 brush, and I'm going in with my MAC blushes. Girl, I love these blushes so much. I think since I'm wearing this pink, I'm gonna go in with more of a neutral tone. So I'm doing this color right here. Okay, so I am using Melba by MAC. And it just has like a little bit of pink. Do you see what it did? Y'all know I love to bring it on the nose. So now I do want my highlight to be like, so I'm going to be using the Glam Glow Glow Setter spray. This one smells like orange-sicles. For highlight, I'm going in with the oldie but a goodie. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, and this is in the shade Rose Gold. I'm also taking a Morphe M510 brush, and that's what I'm going to be using to add this highlight to this small portion of my cheek. Not bringing it all the way up, just enough to make my cheeks look plump and juicy. And I do not bring it all the way down. And then I'm creating like a moon shape on the tip. Blend it out with your finger. Okay, so I'm going in with Candy Yum Yum. Now this could work. Or you could do a more neutral look. I definitely think that this is like a bold way to go. So I might do this, and I might do like a neutral look, a neutral lip. So we're gonna start here. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. I am really trying my best to get up to at least 1K by the summertime so that I can shoot for some bigger goals for 2020. Please share my videos, subscribe to my channel, and give this a like, thumbs up if you enjoyed videos like this. I mean, if you made it all the way to the end, you might as well subscribe. I mean, why not, right? Subscribe, like, come on. You guys watch, but you're not subscribing. Subscribe. It's free, $99. I mean, baby girl. Hope you all have a great February. And until next time, mwah, stay blessed.